Sanbonani, Ashe, Dumelang, Goeiemorgen, Bonjour, Assalamu alaikum, Bom dia, all of that. Coming to you today with a very serious, real video. I thought we were gonna have fun today, but it is Youth Day in South Africa. Happy Youth Day to all my youth in South Africa, including myself, because I'm considered youth. And just been reflecting on, the state of affairs, the current state and condition of South Africa. And I was thinking, wow, it's a public holiday today to, my viewers from other countries. It's Youth Day because in 1976, there was a huge massacre and tragedy that happened. But in me thinking of that, it reminded me how I'm pretty sure most of us as youth today don't even know what the holiday is about, We don't even care that we don't know, or if we do know, we're not bothered by just thinking about the sacrifice that the youth of 1976, they were fighting against the oppressive apartheid system. And, so many young, bright lives were unfortunately ended due to the massacre that took place in Soweto in 1976. It's also called the Soweto Uprising, and really when that took place, that was like the turning point, if you go back and look at history, where the world really started paying attention, like, yo, apartheid South Africa, you bugging, like, you are tweaking, this needs to stop, and the sanctions, and really the whole global community took the apartheid regime seriously, focused on it, and really, made all the attempts to end it. And so, those lives, those young people, they died for me to even have a YouTube channel. A simple, basic thing like that. I wouldn't have this thing had those young people not sacrificed themselves for me to, have for us as young people in this country to have the things that we have. And it's not a perfect country, and we need to fix that. But it just makes me sad because I just see, no one really, there's no pride, no one really cares about the history and preserving it in this country, especially us as the youth, because we're so disillusioned and things are so bad and the economy's bad and there's load shedding, there's no power, it's just tons of problems. But I think that, step by step, little by little, I'm gonna try and raise, the pride of the country and get us to be proud of being South African again. Because I think when you are proud of where you're from and your heritage and your country, and you know where you're from, then you expect more from your country. You won't just let it burn and watch. I can't just sit here and be quiet and, watch the country burn, and these young kids have nothing to be proud of. They've got no identity. I grew up in a time where there was a South African identity, and you were proud of being South African and the history and learning that. And it's tough, man. I have a huge responsibility. We all do, but I'm taking account, and I'm acknowledging that definitely going forward. This channel, it's not just gonna be South African videos every video, but even if I can do one video every once in a while or once a week on just something South African and educational, to educate those who are not aware of you know, some of our history and some of our things in South Africa that are foreigners, but also to South Africans that don't know the things that, you know, make them South African and want to know but haven't been exposed to it. And I love to do that, you know. I'd love to discover things that I didn't know about this country and share them with you guys, you know, because that's all I do. I find something that I think is valuable to you guys and I give it to you guys, and then you guys decide on whether you find it valuable or not. But I feel like that's definitely one of my callings in this life. And I'm gonna really take that seriously. I remember I was listening to a lady. She's like an Africologist. She like studied and got a degree in Africology. Like, so she's like a serious, like, you know, super pro-African academic person. And she was going around touring in the townships to like teach them, you know, lessons about African history and South African history. And she said when she was in a class, like the classes of the grade 4s in the townships, around 70% of the grade 4s could not show her where South Africa was located on the map when she would show them. Unbelievable. Like, I was in disbelief when I heard what I was like, she must have been lying, but it's a true, you can go look it up. It's like a true like thing. So that's a problem. And you know, if I have a grade 4, because I know, you know, people from all walks of life in all different countries, and you know, I've got a grade 4 South African who stumbles across my channel by mistake and watches a video, and I can teach them something very valuable that they need to know, then my job is done, you know. Grade 4, that's like a 10-year-old that doesn't know where the country's situated on the atlas, on the map. That's heartbreaking. And yeah, so I think, yeah, this is my message to myself included, and to all of us, just young people, guys. Something's got to give, something's got to change, you know. Like, let's use the little that we have, like this little channel of ours here, you know. We've got a platform and it's growing slowly but surely, and the little I can do to make a positive change in this world and in this country, I'm going to do that. And if I don't do that, I'm going to die trying. And let's be proud, you know. Let's really try our best to just have pride in a positive way, not in an arrogant way and in a bad way, in a xenophobic way. No, just to have pride and love for your country, because people died for this flag. Yes, the 1976 youth, they died so that we could, you know, experience real freedom. Have we got real freedom yet? No, but we're working towards that goal. And yeah. So guys, I'm not gonna make this video too long. It's just to all my young South Africans out there, you know, we're facing unemployment, we're facing high rates, no electricity. It's just a really tough time in South Africa, but let's stay positive, let's help each other, let's push each other, and let's really support each other and come together and once again, be proud of where you are from, because once you are proud of that, you'll know that this is like, there's a standard that needs to be achieved, and you'll expect more, and so you'll do more, you know, to other South Africans and other people, to be the change that you want to see. I'm trying to be the change that I want to see, you know. God's spoken to me, Jesus has spoken to me, and I'm listening, and I just said, lead the way. I will follow you, guide me, and guide us. And so, youth, there's a lot to do. We've got so much to do, but we'll do it. And let's be inspired to take the challenges on. And happy Youth Day, Mzansi. We'll be okay. We'll get through this. From me, Raf, signing out. Maniacs family. Let's get up and grind. Grind Central. Let's keep pushing. Once again, I love you guys so much.